It is a very auspicious moment. We have been given this opportunity by great fortune. In the satsang, we have taken out our precious time to come here. And the feeling that we have within us, that in this life of ours, we should know God, understand the supreme power. This should happen in our lifetime. While we are alive, we must strive for this. Recently, I have noticed that quite a few people have been reaching out to me to ask various questions from time to time. Among them, the most common question that remains in everyone's mind is that we do a lot of devotion. We have been involved in satsang for a very long time. We have received the Guru's presence, yet why do the sorrows in our lives not decrease in our lives? Why are we still in pain even after connecting with God? So I want that today, on this occasion, on this sacred occasion of satsang, we try to understand that after all. What is that devotion which the saints want to explain to us? And what is the devotion that we are doing? If we can understand this difference, then we will know what true devotion really is. Just now you heard Shyam Bihari Bhaiya telling you all how we can arrange things better in satsang. He was saying some very good things. Before leaving, he said something that I would like to refute. He said, whatever you ask for, you will receive. Children, money, religion, wealth, property, Bhaiyaji will give you everything. I want you to remove this sentiment from your mind. I'm going to ask for things. This is not devotion. If you have demands or desires in your mind, if you only want to get something, this is a transaction. In business, people, when they go to get something, they also have to give something. You wouldn't have seen a one-sided transaction in this world. If you go to make a deal, the other person will ask for something in return. If you don't pay the price, you won't get the deal. At home, you will interact with people. If you don't treat them equally, it won't last long. They are talking to you with respect. If you insult everyone, will you get that respect for long? Give and take is a behavior. It is a business. So when someone tells you that you will get everything, so let's go to Guruji, I want to refute this. Guruji does not give it to you intentionally. If your heart's desires keep getting fulfilled, then you will never be able to understand devotion. To understand devotion in life, it is necessary for you to understand the world. The world is not meant to be acquired. The objects of the world, the pleasures of the world, you were not born just to attain these. And history is a witness in your life. Yes, you must have seen the greatest of the wealthy, the biggest millionaires, and the greatest businessmen leave this world empty-handed. Great scholars. You must have seen great wise saints failing in this world. Officials in high positions. You must have seen them fall suddenly. No one truly wins in this world. It is an illusion that this world is made to be conquered. And the saints who want to teach devotion, it starts right from here. Our Swamiji Maharaj used to say, if we do not realize that this world will never be attained, then you will never set out in search of God. The search for God only began when you realized that this world is not worth attaining. Even after attaining the world, it remains elusive. Even after having the world, it does not satisfy you. You may become wealthy, but money does not bring happiness. You may have children, but they do not act according to your wishes. Even if you attain everything in the world, you will still remain empty. The life of Mahatma Buddha is a living example of this. If Mahatma Buddha had attained the things of the world, if everything had been happening according to his wishes, he would not have set out in search of God. Even after having everything, he found nothing in this world. He had a royal palace, comforts and luxuries. He possessed all the comforts that we consider happiness. But he did not have happiness. He did not have bliss. He could see the suffering of people in the world. And seeing that suffering, a question arose in him. What, after all, is life? Devotion will begin in your life when you arrive at this question. When you yourself start asking this question, what is life? What will become of my life? How far will I go? What am I earning that will go with me? In such a situation, if we hold the belief that the guru comes into the world to give you things, then this is a completely false notion from everything in the world. The guru wants to make you understand that you should realize the reality. You have received the world, but the world will not be able to satisfy you. You will have to understand this. You will get a family, but the family will not give you happiness. You will have to understand this. You will have to change the definition of happiness. There is a limit. An incident from Swamiji's life. Once a mother came to him. She said, Swamiji, my whole life has passed. I am in my old age now. I could leave any day. I have never seen happiness. The family was very good. I had children. Everything was great, but I did not find happiness. I want to get another life, and I want that life to be even happier so that I can enjoy more happiness. Grant me another life. I hear this from many people. No one wants liberation. People want another birth because the next birth, we expect to be born like big tycoons, like Ambani or Adani. There will be heaps of wealth and servants and staff. If we don't see that, then what kind of happiness is it? The desire to enjoy pleasure is still in our minds, which is why we do not want to escape from this world. Where else would I go if you kept running in the race for pleasures? Then you will not set out in search of God? The race for pleasures, running after worldly enjoyments, does not teach the search for God. Only those who have started to understand the world have searched for God. Even if you get the world, it won't be enough. Even if you get pleasure, it won't satisfy you. My mother started saying to Swamiji, give me another birth in which I can enjoy pleasure. Swamiji asked, why do you say that? She started saying, I have suffered a lot. Everyone was there in the house, but no one listened to a single word of mine. No one acted according to my wishes. Whoever I look at, everyone finds faults in my little things. Every day there is fighting, quarreling, discord, sorrow, and suffering. I am very unhappy. Will the next birth give me happiness? Swamiji laughed a lot and said, how do you know that your next birth will be as a human? So who gave you the guarantee that after you die? Do you have any control over your next birth? Once this body is gone. Once this body slips out of your hands, who told you that your next birth will be as a human? If the desires of your indulgences take you into other living beings, if they take you into the species of animals, what will become of you? That is why Sahajo and Vahi have said this after much thought and consideration. After suffering through 8.4 million life forms, you have attained this human body. Sahajo says, if you miss out on devotion, you will return to the 8.4 million cycle. Do not take your human life lightly. This human body itself is one of the greatest, most miraculous and golden opportunities given to you by God. Do not consider it ordinary. Once this human body slips away, who knows where you will end up? Sometimes you became a stone. Sometimes you became insects. Sometimes animals, birds, or other living creatures. In all these life forms, you have paid for your deeds through millions of births and endured suffering. Only then, perhaps by God's grace, might you get this opportunity again. Do not let this opportunity you have today slip away. That is why Swamiji laughed and said, Mother, how do you know that after leaving this body, it will be possible to return to a human form? It will be possible to return only in a human body. This human body that you have today, turn it into happiness. Work on making this life happy. Live that life, which you can live happily today. Now, this is easy to say. When you reflect on this matter, can I turn my life into happiness? Can I find happiness in my life? Then you will get caught up in the cycle of your life. You have been told that happiness comes from the outside. Happiness comes from outside. If I get what I don't have, then I will find happiness. If I am walking barefoot, if I get a bicycle, if I get something bigger from the outside, then I will find happiness. If I get a motorcycle, if I get a car, we consider all these things to be happiness. Getting something new is happiness. Happiness is the name of changing the no of what you don't have into a yes. Where did Arjun say this? It is the biggest mistake in the world. Getting something more will not fill your pitcher. In this mind of yours, which is a storehouse of desires, it will not be fulfilled by getting all these worldly things. All the great souls who have come have said the same thing. There was a Sufi saint. He said, "O ignorant one, the cup of desire will never be filled. So you will keep dying every day in this world just like this. The great heavy tendency for indulgence that exists in your mind due to your desires. If you keep following this tendency of indulgence, wanting more and more, then you will not be able to be happy. Your life will remain incomplete." This is where the Guru wants to teach you something. If you keep asking from the Guru, then where have you changed your destiny? Where have you changed your ways? You were asking God outside. You started asking idols in the temple. Then if you found some saint, you started asking from him. You have made asking your destiny. But understand the perspective of the giver behind the act of asking. If someone comes to your house today and doesn't ask how you are, doesn't talk about your joys and sorrows, and starts asking for money as soon as they arrive. Does this ever happen? You must have seen such people many times. Someone came walking down the street. Someone came to the house. Someone came with some excuse. And they didn't even ask you how you are, where you've come from, how things are. They just arrived and started asking, "Bob, brother, I need 10,000 rupees. Now, what are you, the giver, thinking? Huzur used to say, try thinking from that perspective for once. Someone comes to ask you for something, and what do you think about them? 1,000 questions come to mind. The first question is, hey, they didn't even greet me. They just started asking as soon as they arrived. The second thing is, they started asking, but are they worthy of receiving? If I give it to them, will they return it to me? Will they pay it back? And if there is no trust, you will make up 1,000 excuses. Even if you can't tell the truth, you will make up 1,000 excuses so that you don't have to give the money. Just think about God. Think about the saints and sages. They know your destiny. They know who you are. You have made asking your destiny. You don't want to ask with the intention of returning. If someone asks you for 10,000 and has no intention of returning it, if someone borrows money from you and they never have the desire to return it, would you give them even a penny? You wouldn't even put your hand in your pocket once. You would try 1,000 times to get rid of this person as quickly as possible. Let me tell you a small incident. You will be surprised by this. I just want to explain this. Stop asking. There is this desire in the mind, right, that I should get this, I should get that. As soon as they go to the Guru, they start asking. Many times people come and not even a little time passes. In that short time, they take out a long list and start asking immediately, I don't know. As if the attendant pushes them from behind to move forward, as if asking quickly has become such a big purpose in our lives. Many times I tell an incident from Paltu Sahib's life, once with some of his disciples. While wandering around, they built a hut outside a king's city and sat down. They used to meditate, hold spiritual discourses, satsang, and had no intention of gathering a crowd around them. But when people came to them and talked to them, gradually it started having an impact on people's lives, and slowly the word spread. Now the news slowly reached the king's ears. The king thought, such a great enlightened soul lives in my kingdom, how do I not know about it? I will also go and ask him for something. The king gathered his courtiers. He assembled his entire army and entourage and prepared a grand procession. And gathering everyone, he set off towards Paltu Sahib's hut. Now Paltu Sahib got the news that the king was coming. He will come, and the moment he arrives, he will ruin the path we are on. The devotion of Santmat, the path of saints, gets tarnished the very moment you start transactional dealings. The day you start transactional dealings, you come to Satsang and start talking about give and take. See how much the Satsang will be ruined. There's no place for transactional deals in Satsang and devotion to the Lord. This is a matter of love. If you want to love, if you know how to love, then service is the first thing that comes to the forefront. But if you don't know how to love and are still caught up in give and take, just recently I met a sister. I spoke to her about this very subject and she said, "Brother, we love very much." I replied, "Your love is visible?" She asked, "What do you mean?" I said, when you come to meet me and stand in line and there are 10 people standing in front of you, you get impatient. When will my turn come? And in the rush to get your turn, you nudge 2 or 4 sisters, push 2 or 4 people aside and try to get ahead of everyone else to be the first in the Langar line. I have never seen such a parade. Is this love, where there is a race to get ahead by elbowing others, pushing them and shoving them aside? What kind of love is this where you have deceived 1,000 people? You have pushed 1,000 people. This is not love. Love that involves causing pain to others is not love. It is a transaction, a give and take. When we go to the saints, we don't take long. In being a businessman, we get entangled in transactions. Palto Sahib knew this. Try to look ahead. The king is coming. He will come and set up court. And if even one of his wishes is fulfilled, he won't let go. A spectacle will be created right here. Where I talk about devotion and where a queue of people seeking blessings will form here, people won't stop asking. They will just say, "Just fulfill our wish." Now, Guruji understood this. As the Bandara and the entire journey drew near, the king, taking 2 or 4 of his close associates, came alone to the hut. When he saw the hut empty, he looked around and heard a voice coming from behind. Fantu Sahab was saying to one of his disciples, he was saying, "Today the king has come. Today I will ask for the alms myself. Today, don't you open your mouth. Today I will ask. You asked last time and didn't share with me. You ate it all alone. Today is my turn, and if you open your mouth today, you will regret it." Now, the disciple and the guru were arguing loudly behind, and the king heard everything. The king thought, "Oh, I considered them great saints. I thought they were fully enlightened, but they have stooped to fighting over money. They are fighting amongst themselves to hoard wealth, arguing over what they haven't even received yet. It's useless to go to them." The king, disappointed, went back with the few people he had brought along. The entire entourage that had come returned as well. Everyone who came to win all went back. The disciple asked the guru, "Brother, sir, why did you do that? You have never acted like this until today. This king came to you perhaps to talk about devotion or love, and you turned him away completely." Paltu Sahib said, "Where there is jaggery, flies start buzzing around. There is no jaggery here. Look how they went back. Their connection was only about getting something. If there was nothing to gain, they would have stopped on their own. If he truly had faith in me, he would have shown some patience, regardless of any give and take. He left just after hearing about the dealings between us. If this was the extent of his faith, then his leaving is for the best. It is good that he went back. We need to understand this. The way Guruji wants to engage us in devotion, that devotion is born out of love for that God. What do you want? Why would you come to Guruji? Ask yourself this question. If you came here just so that my home gets fixed, my illness, my troubles, my worries, those will get resolved anyway. When you came into this world, you didn't get everything forever. If you are sick today, you will get better in a week. If there is poverty today, after a few months, a little money will start coming in. If there is fighting in the house, the family is not doing well. If you stay connected for a few months, things will slowly start to get better. Whatever you focus on, that will get fixed anyway. Arjun, what is not meant to be fixed will not be fixed. What God has not deemed appropriate for you in life will be taken away from you. It will be distanced from you. You don't need to run after anyone for this. Look, what I am saying today, from 500 years ago, Swami Shiv Dayal Singh Ji Maharaj said, "A time will come when the relationship between guru and disciple will become a business. The guru will do business and the disciple will expand that business. The guru will talk a lot about tantra, mantras, and miracles, and the disciple will be captivated by just that. They won't want anything more than that. As long as I get what I want to ask for, what do I care about 500 years ago? Huzur Baba Shiv Dayal Singh Ji Maharaj said this. He began to say, the guru-disciple relationship in the world is being practiced falsely. To whom should I tell? There is no secret. It is all deceit. They say that even the gurus are trapping people. Now look at how many Mahatmas, saints, spiritual leaders, there are in the world today. You turn on the TV, it's just Mahatmas. You open your phone, it's Mahatmas everywhere. Whoever you see is saying whatever they want. They don't know ABCD. They don't know anything about anything, but they are just saying things that people want to hear, and they have all set up their own markets. The elders used to say that setting up such markets isn't happening for the first time today. Ever since the world began, ever since people like us have only come to beg, saints have set up markets, or rather, it's wrong to even call them saints. Traders have set up their trade, and every time they have looted. And as long as you keep going to beg, you will keep getting looted, because your ultimate limit is begging. You will have to pay the price for what you want to obtain. That is why our Swamiji Maharaj says the first thing, stop begging. God knows everything. The divine knows everything. What is in your heart? I will tell you a very beautiful incident. You will be able to understand what I'm saying. You will be able to understand why I keep saying stop begging. If one could get things by begging, then God would not be worthy of being called God. He would just be a merchant. Do you know, if you go to a grocer's shop today and stand in front of him without saying a word, let's see if he will know what you want to ask for. He cannot know. You will have to speak up and say, give me this item. A shopkeeper cannot give you anything without you asking for it. God gives you everything without you even asking. Let me tell you a very beautiful incident. There was Swami Vivekananda. His childhood name was Narendra. Now he used to go. In his region, there lived a perfect saint. Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa was a very enlightened soul. Initially, he used to worship Kali. Then when he met a guru named Totapuri, he attained self-realization. He also became deeply absorbed in meditation. Now, in such a situation, he goes to Swami Vivekananda and became his disciple, receiving a great deal of interaction and self-realization. And after that, he dedicated his life to spreading his guru's teachings. He spent his time telling everyone about his guru's message. There was a time when Vivekananda was very poor. So poor that he didn't have bread to eat, and when he needed medicine, he couldn't afford it. He lived in extreme poverty, hardship, and illness. One day, feeling very distressed, he came to his guru. The guru saw him, and he said to Vivekananda, Vivekananda, why are you so troubled? Why don't you ask the mother? At that time, he used to worship Kali. So he said, hey, close your eyes, sit in meditation, and if the goddess appears, ask her. Ask for a solution to your suffering. Ask for a cure for your troubles. Now that this was said, and since the guru insisted so much, Vivekananda sat in a room. He closed his eyes to meditate and began to focus. After a short while, he entered a meditative state. When he came out, he was crying with tears in his eyes. The guru asked him, did you have a vision? Vivekananda replied, yes, I did. He asked, you asked for your needs. You said you were poor, that there were many problems in your house, didn't you? Vivekananda replied, when God appeared, I forgot what I was supposed to say or ask for. This incident happened 3 times. He was sent to meditate 3 times. Now, all 3 times he couldn't ask for anything when he returned the 3rd time. The guru asked, hey, why don't you ask for anything? He replied, Guruji, when that Lord appears, what is left inside me? I don't even remember. I don't remember anything at all. Seeing his gaze, seeing his form, seeing his splendor and his radiance, I forget myself. Whenever I have seen that Lord, I have lost all consciousness of myself. And upon hearing this, the Guru embraced Vivekananda and said, Vivekananda, today you have become my best and most sincere disciple. Just because you understood one thing I said, if you had gone inside and asked for something, I would have kicked you out from here right then and there. God, who is capable of giving you everything? This faith of yours that the Almighty knows everything. This very faith gives you the status of making God your own. Why would you consider God as God? God just is. He knows everything. And the one who knows everything, if you think he will wait for you to speak, wait for you to ask, or be convinced only after you ask, that is your mistake. Now, this very thing has been said by Ashtavakra. Look, Ashtavakra lived thousands of years ago. King Janaka went to him. King Janaka said, I want to attain God. How will I find him? What must I do? Ashtavakra laughed heartily and said, you are very arrogant. You think that if you do something, God will be pleased with you. How highly you think of yourself. You are not even able to let go of this self-importance. You say that if you do something, you will attain the divine. If I light a lamp, God will see it. If I perform his arti, God will be pleased. If I bow at his feet, he will recognize my devotion. What a huge mistake you are making. Your I is what prevents you from coming close to God. Just remove your I, empty yourself, and free yourself from the notion that you are something. That is your ego. I am someone. This will not let you love God. When King Janaka asked this, he asked, what must be done? Ashtavakra replied, immerse yourself in his love so completely that you forget your own consciousness. Asking to ask is to forget the glory of your Lord. You say God is everything, and yet you think if I don't ask, he won't agree. If I don't ask, he won't listen. This is your mistake. Whenever you go to ask, you separate yourself from God. You end up demanding sovereignty in the presence of the sovereign. The master of the world came before you, and you asked for worldly things. You asked him for objects of the world. You asked for such trivial things, even though you always claimed otherwise. Devotion itself begins right here. This is exactly what the Guru wants to teach. When you wish to receive something from the Guru in your life, it should not be worldly things. You should desire to receive his love. O Lord, may the love of that Lord begin to dwell within me. May I remember him from within. With compassion, may tears begin to flow from my eyes. May the remembrance of him begin to form in my mind. I just want to say one thing to you in this Kali Yuga, in this present time. Understanding devotion is also very difficult because for us, devotion is what has been ingrained in our minds through our traditional ways. We used to bow before God. We thought bowing was devotion. We used to light lamps. We thought lighting lamps was devotion. We used to touch feet. We think touching feet is devotion. We used to think that whatever we do, God will be pleased by it. We used to do these things. Whenever we ask for something, there is a belief in our minds. If we don't say it out loud, God won't hear us. But our Swamiji Maharaj says these are all false beliefs. Start avoiding all of this and accept that you have considered the divine as everything. God is in your life. He is the form of the master who can do everything. And you cannot tell the one who can do everything what to do. You cannot show a lamp to the sun. By telling him what to do, you are trying to make yourself God and making God your servant. That is why do not follow this inverted path. If you want your devotion to be complete, then first understand surrender. First, in your life, adopt that life in which love is born. So today, I just want to tell you one thing. There is no need to ask. Avoid asking. If someone tells you, I will give you all the wealth, riches, money, then Bhaiyaji will deliberately not give it. When you come to ask, he will definitely not give it. If you say, may I have children? Then Bhaiyaji will say, these children will come, and then she will leave. She will get busy with some other work. Let me tell you a very beautiful incident from a few days ago. A woman also came to me. She said, Bhaiyaji, I have a daughter-in-law. It's been 4 or 5 years. She isn't having children. Please show some mercy so she may have children. I said, this depends on the will of the Lord, of God. When he wants to give, he will give it without you even asking. And if he doesn't want to give, then he will create such circumstances that even if you want it, you won't be able to get it. She said, no, you can do everything. You do everything. This is just my last wish. Now, she emphasized wish a lot. Just one last wish of mine. After this, I have no other wishes. I know this is a very big temptation, a very big drama. There will be no such thing as a last wish. As long as there is life, as long as there is breath, you cannot reach the last wish through desires. For that, you will have to tread the path of devotion. If you think that by asking for what you want, your desires will end, that is not the case. Now, that mother kept insisting a lot. After some time, it was Swamiji's will. On its own, a child was born into her life. When the child was born, it started remaining very ill. Now, worried that the child is very sick, she started saying that medicines don't work on this child. Whatever medicine the doctor gives, it doesn't have an effect. Brother, my last wish is that this child stays healthy. Now, this was also a problem. The previous one was also a last wish, and this one is also a last wish. Now, after some time, gradually, the child's body became healthy and strong. The medicine started working, and they became a bit healthier, so the mother had just managed to calm down a little. In that short time, she saw that the children had become very mischievous. Now, 2 or 3-year-old children don't just sit still. They break this here, they break that there. Wherever you look, they are into everything, causing a commotion all day long. Just when the mother thought she would finally rest in her old age, the running around began again. Save the children, stop the children, don't break this, don't break that. Now the mother came and said, "Brother, this is my last wish. May these children not be so mischievous, not be so naughty." See, we consider desires to be material because we are engaged in worldly pleasures. The Guru wants to save you from these, so if you don't avoid asking, you won't be able to understand the world. To understand this world, you have to understand all the joys and sorrows in your life. That is why our Swamiji Maharaj used to say, become someone who communicates both happiness and sorrow as one. May good things happen in your life. That's great. But if something bad happens in life, don't run away from it. Accept that too. Consider it a state ordained by God and find some joy in that as well. You have started to find joy in pain, in suffering, in agony. Elders used to say that you will start connecting with the appropriate events in your life through the association. A great scholar once said, one who considers pain as nectar and drank it with a smile, they did not die from death. They lived after going to the cremation ground. If pain, suffering, trouble, or agony has entered your life, do not run away from it. It will teach you how to live your life. It will teach you the love of God in your life. It will teach you the importance of life in life. I used to be told that you learn nothing from happiness, but from suffering and pain, you can learn the essence of life. If such a great blessing of God is in your life, then always remember one thing. If everything keeps going well in your life, you stay very happy. But if even a small thing seems troublesome, you start running away, wondering where you will find a cure. Don't do that. God brings both these things for a greater reason. If something good happens in life, be happy. And if some pain comes into your life, feel the sorrow, but learn to live in both with a balanced perspective, because only through this will you be able to connect with the Guru in life if you keep running away from both. Then you will become crazy in happiness, become arrogant, fight with the world. You will quarrel and keep people under your shoes. And if you face suffering, you will do thousands of wrong things in the pursuit of a cure. My guru used to say that the Guru teaches us to remain balanced in both. So I just want to say one thing to you. Just observe your life, become a witness. If something good comes into your life, look at it and see what you did. You will realize it didn't happen because of your actions. If pain or suffering comes into your life, observe that too, and you will understand. I didn't ask for this pain either. If it came, it wants to teach me something. The lesson behind it is an example. If you have taken life this way, our Swamiji used to say that right now, this life is just ritualistic. You are doing things every day in your life to please God and get your work done. You are engaged in a big bargain. Call this karma yoga instead. Do work in such a way that life becomes visible. You can see life, you can see the truth behind the good and the bad, and your love for that God's grace and His actions increases. So, having said this much, I conclude my speech. Thank you very much for giving your time. To all the brothers who have come and are present on this sacred occasion of satsang, all of you have been able to connect with Swamiji through his grace and compassion. It is only through great fortune that it becomes possible in someone's life to develop love for saints and sages and to get the opportunity to understand the perspective of these great souls. In this life, everything is a transaction, and without a transaction, no one is pleased with anyone. Look at the world. If you don't have any transaction with someone, you won't sit with them. If someone doesn't give you respect, if I don't provide financial benefit, if someone doesn't benefit you in any way, you are not willing to sit with them. All this is in the world of transactions. So I fell in love with the perspective of a saint. I fell in love with that vision of the great souls who want to take you forward in life. This is a thing of great earning. So I always say one thing. Every Satsangi brother and sister should feel a little proud. First of all, you have received such a beautiful life. Secondly, you got the opportunity to understand life. But even if you had become very wealthy like Ambani or Adani, you still would have had nothing. You would have remained intoxicated by the world, intoxicated by the wealth, thinking you have so much money that you could crush anyone you wanted, but you still wouldn't have understood what life is. Would life still have slipped through your fingers? Life would still have slipped away from you? And even then, you would have left empty-handed. But God woke you up from that. He sent you so that you could understand life. Now, I only want one thing from you. If you earn the name given by the Guru in this life, sit in meditation for a while, sit in silence for a while, and become a lover of solitude, then you will be able to understand the Guru's grace in life. What is sitting in silence? Even now, you are sitting in silence. But right now, your mind is active. You are still speaking, you are still looking at me and listening, and though you are not speaking with your mouth, your mind is still running. You want to understand everything. When you sit in solitude and do not speak, neither with your mind nor with your voice, try to sit for a while, and at that time, do not let your mind shake you. Do not let it make you run around. Do not let it make you restless. So understand that you have started taking steps towards the first rung, and you have found the name. Start sitting in silence. Take out 10 or 15 minutes a day. When you do nothing, just sit quietly and try to connect yourself with the Guru's grace. Try to sit in meditation for a while. You have such a beautiful method. Can you connect yourself with that Guru's grace through meditation? I also see many brothers and sisters. All my dear brothers and sisters, I truly do not know what you are waiting for. Some people say we simply cannot sit. Some say we do not have the time, we do not have the leisure, or we do not have the means to do so. But I tell you this, if today were truly the very last day of your life and you suddenly felt, oh, I am about to leave this world, then how in that moment will you meditate? Will meditation really happen for you in just one single day? Will you do everything on the day the final moments arrive? Will you accomplish everything on that very day? This is just like your child not opening or looking at their book all year and suddenly realizing, oh, my exam is tomorrow. And when the exam day is right in front of them, you expect them to answer 100 out of 100 questions correctly. Just as this expectation of yours from your children is not entirely reasonable. It is the same with the Nam Dayan, meditation on the name, in the lives of saints and sages. Do not consider it reasonable to expect that just because you see your final moments in front of you, the Naam will suddenly manifest on that day. If you cannot sit silently for even 2 minutes right now, then how will meditation happen on that day? How will you meditate? Because you didn't do it today, you won't be able to do it tomorrow either. That is why I tell you one thing. Do not take meditation as a joke. Do not treat meditation with mockery. Many times people laugh while saying, brother, I'm unable to do it. And then they laugh, which makes me feel very bad. I think it would have been better if I hadn't given them the Nam initiation at all. It would have been better if I had made them run around for 4 years instead. It would have been better if I had let them struggle for a few years. They have received such a beautiful thing, and now they are busy making a joke out of it. Now they are taking it lightly. While taking the Nam, they are mocking it. They are making fun of it. It would have been better if such a person had not been given the Nam at all. Remember, Nam is one of the most precious treasures of God. The grace of the Guru that you wish to be worthy of is attained only through Nam. It is attained only through meditation. Therefore, meditate, because if you do not meditate, meditation will not happen. If you do not sit, you will not achieve what you are supposed to achieve by sitting. You will not be able to connect with it. That is why, after receiving the Nam, you should make a few things a rule. First, do not always look for your, how will time pass if there is nothing to do? Sit in silence. Sit alone in solitude. The second thing is meditate daily. Do not meditate with the intention of making meditation happen. Just today, a brother came to me and said, brother, I meditate a lot, but meditation doesn't happen. There is a contradiction in both things. Understand this. You cannot create meditation. It will not happen by your making. Let go of your ego. You don't sit for meditation to create meditation. You sit for meditation in surrender, asking, Guru, was I able to sit in your love today? You are not sitting to create meditation. You are sitting there forcefully acting like the master, thinking, I will sit for meditation and meditation will happen. And you go around worrying about this. Maharaj Ji used to say that you have to remove the ego from within you, that it happened because of you. It will not happen because of your doing. You just need to know how to sit in His love. So I say again, sit in meditation. Meditation will happen the day you become worthy of earning that meditation. The day you become a worthy vessel. On that day, the Lord will give Himself to you in His own grace. On that day, the question of whether or not to sit in meditation will not even arise. So whatever you are doing in the name of devotion, whether it is satsang, service, sitting in silence, or sitting in meditation, you are doing it to make yourself a worthy vessel. And the more lovingly you do this, the more naturally your connection with the Guru will manifest in your life. So this is what I wanted to tell you. Please take advantage of it. The program will conclude with a prayer. And after that, all the brothers and sisters who have come here today will peacefully and lovingly partake in the Langar Prasad. Those brothers and sisters who haven't been able to meet yet, they will meet comfortably after the satsang. Those who have already met should give others a chance first, so that those brothers and sisters who haven't met can come forward. So that those brothers and sisters can meet and take advantage of the darshan first. I will just say one last thing, for which meetings have been going on several times since this morning. Just now, Shambhari Bhaiya also told you so many things. All the brothers and sisters here feel that satsang is only where Guruji comes. If Bhaiyaji had come, you would have seen so much sangat today. Everyone came out of their homes, but what if Bhaiyaji doesn't come for the next 2 months? Then people are not willing to leave their homes for satsang. Some people will go. Those who have given their hearts to this, they will go to satsang. But most people say that we will only go where Bhaiyaji is. Look, satsang is not something that is built in a day. It's not like Bhaiyaji came today, so you came today, and then if he doesn't come for 6 months, then there shouldn't be any satsang for 6 months. Satsang is something where you tell yourself to constantly keep teaching yourself something in your life. Keep moving forward while staying connected. Serve and how you will behave with others there. What kind of things you will talk about, whether you will talk about these topics. All these things will be understood by you only in satsang. If you went to satsang and even here you kept talking about this and that, about fights, this happened in the neighborhood, so and so did this, the other person abused, the other person hit, the other person committed murder. Are these the only things you have to learn here, or how you will stop all these things? When you come to satsang and find yourself talking about these very things, you should feel a little ashamed. Like, tell me, I went to the temple, and even after going to the temple, I was talking about promiscuous things. I came for the darshan of God, and even there, I am thinking about looking at another girl or looking at another boy. Maharaj Ji used to say, take out the filth of the mind and put it aside. If you realize all this, then feel ashamed that you came to satsang for a day. Even here, I am entangled in gossiping, criticizing others, and transactions. That is why satsang is very important. Satsang repeatedly shows you a mirror. It shows you the reflection. As you go to satsang and sit among the devotees, observe what comes out of your mind. If those are worldly matters, then you will have to put a check on your mind. Oh Lord, I came for your name, but I got caught up in worldly affairs. I came to satsang and got involved in gossiping. I came to satsang and got involved in criticism. Oh Swamiji, give me some good time. This is a mirror for you. So if you only get that satsang once in 6 months and you only come when Bhaiyaji comes, then your purification will become very difficult. If you get satsang every day, you have one set of clothes, it gets dirty every day, you wash it every day, it won't smell, and you keep wearing it for 6 months. If soap is applied only after 6 months, then understand that you will be in such a bad state that people won't be able to sit near you. No one will want to sit near you. Satsang is that soap which should be applied to you every day. Every day, you have to strengthen yourself with satsang, and for this, you will have to make an effort. That is why you have seen that a very big campaign is going on. That you should hold satsang in every home, focus on your home. When you hold a satsang or get one organized, you should say at your place that I want a satsang to happen at my home tomorrow. You should tell your satsang head, your DG, Director General, sir, or your president that, brother, I want a satsang to be held at my home tomorrow. When you hold a satsang, maintain the atmosphere. Try to feel that on that day, this is not my house, it has become a temple. So, sing bhajans and kirtans during the satsang. Sing words of love for the Guru and talk to each other about satsang. If someone talks about worldly matters, stop them and say, "Brother, not here. This is a temple. You cannot throw mud in this temple. You cannot create filth here." Now, if you don't do it yourself, you cannot expect others to do it, even though you held the satsang in your own home. Now you are saying that someone else should clean your house. Has anyone ever done that? If it's your house and you say, "Let the neighbor come with a broom and clean my house." Has anyone ever done that? So I have to clean my own house. I have to clean my own mind. You have to decorate your own satsang, spiritual gathering. When there is a satsang in your house, you have to put a check on the mouths of people who indulge in criticism, backbiting, and such things. Fold your hands and humbly request, "Brother, sister, not today. This is not a place for gossip. This is my Guru's temple. There should be no criticism or backbiting here. Do not talk about neighbors here. If you yourself do it, how will you stop others? You are engaged in it yourself. You are waiting for two people to arrive so that you can vent what's on your mind, so that you can speak your heart out and then ask others about it. Where to talk about who is bad here or there? Will it be formed by creating a satsang? If you do not create a satsang, you will never understand the Guru's love, and you will remain deprived just like that. A very big mission is going on in life. Home, home, satsang, home, meditation. For this, you all have to support me. Just now, all the brothers and sisters told you, but I will explain it to you with a little more depth. The meaning of Gar Satsang, satsang in every home, is simply that there should be at least one satsang in your home. Organize that satsang, and on that day, do not let anyone indulge in criticism or gossip. On that day, do not let anyone talk about wrong things. On that day, let everyone remain in prayer. On that day, let everyone remain in the remembrance of Swamiji. You will have to do this. What do you think? You just arrange for food and drinks? I see it many times. When people hold satsang, they get busy with food and drinks. They stay stuck in the kitchen. Just feed them, make delicacies, make halwa, make puri. This will not create your satsang. This will only spread more criticism. You made puri and the person in front of you. If he lived in great poverty and served a very simple langar, then you would become a subject of criticism. Then people will say to you, "He is very rich. That's why he does it like this." And another person will say, "He is poor. That's why Guruji doesn't come to our place." You will only escape all these cycles when you avoid criticism. So what do I tell you? This mission of satsang in every home, what it means is, how will you stop criticism, backbiting, and speaking ill of others? You have to stop yourself first. You will stop yourself first. You will tell your own family that I will not do this. And if someone comes and is doing it, then with folded hands, tell them, "Brother, not today. Not here. This is my Guru's temple, decorated only with satsang." This is a very heavy mission, a very great service for all of you who are lovers of the Guru. I often say, Swamiji has handpicked great diamonds. He has chosen such people in this world. Those who have love for the Guru within them, faith in the Guru, and a spirit of service, this is the kind of loving congregation that belongs to Swamiji, which will go anywhere at a single word and is ready to do anything. You won't find such people easily. In such a situation, if you have understood one small thing, that we have to create satsang in our homes, in our neighborhoods, in our towns, and live like satsangis with other satsangis, not like businessmen, then you is a satsang, the name of the Guru. It will spread in all four directions, and if you are not even in satsang with each other, if you are busy picking each other's pockets, taking advantage of each other's trust, then the Guru's name will definitely sink. Then I am prepared myself that, brother, I have no fear from others. My own people will destroy me. My own people will ruin my work. So you keep this in mind. The Guru's name is upheld by the conduct and character of the Satsangi. If you do not manage your character, conduct, and language, then the Guru has no fear of others. There is no danger from outsiders. The danger is from our own people, so we ourselves will cause the Guru's name to be tarnished. You will go outside, use abusive language, and what will people say? "Oh, this guy used to go to the Guru, right? This guy used to go to the Swami. Is this what the Guru taught him? Did he teach him how to use such foul language?" Look, you went to do something and you are getting your Guru insulted too. You even got the Guru insulted there, saying, "Let's go study." The Guru also became, so don't do such things, brother. Satsang is necessary because it teaches you character. It shows you a mirror in your life. That is why this is a very big mission. And this cannot be done alone. It will require everyone's cooperation. It will require everyone's support. You all should support this so that the day or month in which you have organized the program, that one day goes according to you. That one satsang, at least for one day. You do it in such a way that people will be able to remember the Guru on that day. That's all I wanted to say.